Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope all of you are well and having a great time at home and enjoying this video lessons. Today I am going to record my third lesson. Before that I start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Naila Khwaja and I am lecturer in education. The topic today I am going to cover is aim of education. Bef- Before starting my current lesson, I would like to have a quick review of my previous lesson. Previously, I have covered definition of education, concept of education, philosophical perspective of education, and different kinds of education, including formal, non-formal, and informal education. If you haven't watched my previous lessons, I will recommend you to watch the previous lesson before starting the new one. So today's objective or today's topic is aim of education. The aim of education is to provide equipment and techniques for meeting various needs of life. And definitely, education is a purposeful activity. So, today we will try to understand what are the basic purpose of education and more specifically, the basic aims of education in Pakistan. Aims of education can further be categorized into individual aims and social aims. So, we will discuss both of them and we will also have a look on factors which determine the aims of education. There are various factors, but we will be focusing on religious factor, political factor, socio-economic factor, philosophical factor, and socio-cultural heritage. Aims and objective of education. Aims and objectives. These both terms are used various time in uh, the field of education, and all the teachers and all the students use these terms many times. But there is a slight difference in between both of these terms. Aims are general and objectives are much specific. So let's start from the individual aims. Individual aim of education is to develop the personality of the learner or to develop the personality of the person who is going through the process of education. So there are various domains of the personality. We will discuss all of them. There are five different areas of the person's personality or his complete holistic, we can say, development depends on these five areas. First one is emotional development. Emotional development is related to the emotional maturity and bringing up a control of emotions in a learner. Second one is moral and ethical development. Moral and ethical development, we can see the values and um, concept of right and wrong, and the religious, you can say, ethical codes of life are included in it. Physical development is about the health and the fitness of the learner, and physical well being as well as mental well being is the part of physical development. Intellectual development is also called cognitive development, and it is related to thinking, ability of understanding, and you can say that it is the uh, ability of processing knowledge, memory. These all terms are related to the intellectual development. Social development is the person's attitude toward other persons, other society members. And all of these areas, all of these domains are interrelated. For example, social development is having a great impact on emotional development. If a person is having a healthy relationship among family or among the peers which are around him, then he will be emotionally happy and stable. Moral and ethical development is also having a great impact on social development. If a person is having a good concept of right and wrong, then he will be having a more acceptance in the society by other individuals. So all of these terms are interrelated, and we need to understand that a holistic development of the personality includes all of these areas to be developed in the personality of an individual. And a complete process of education is to focus on all of these areas. By mean of that, we will get character building, health and well-being of a learner, self-realization, leadership skills, responsible citizen, patriotic citizen. He will be able to use his time more wisely, and as well as vocational development. And if an individual will have all of these areas, all of these abilities in himself, then he will be more productive in the society, and he will be having more acceptance in the society. He will be giving more to the society, and in that manner, um, he will be giving more contribution from his part, and a good society will be having all the individuals good moral values, emotional stability, physically fit, mentally and intellectually well, and having good social relationship or having a harmony among all the individuals of the society. I hope individual aims are clear to everyone. And if you are having any question, you may ask in the comment box, or you may email me. I will show my email in the end of my lesson. Here I would like to add a model which is known as the seven element of wellness. This model was proposed by Dr. Bill Hetler in 1976. Dr. Bill Hetler suggested that there are six elements including social, vocational, spiritual, moral, spiritual, emotional, intellectual and physical one. And later by research, the seventh factor, which is known as environmental one, was also included in the seven elements of wellness. And this suggests that a person who well-being depends on all these factors. And in our previous slide, we have seen that the aim of education is to develop these all areas are covered. So a well-being in the society, a wellness of the society depends on education. Let's move toward the second part of our first topic, social aim.